So what is purchases book? So it is a book where we are going to record all the credit purchase of. So instead of inward invoice number, so under purchase return book you will be having debit note. So you know the format of purchase return book. So you will be having date column, debit note number, return goods to Jyoti Traders for rupees 15,000. Hello everyone, welcome back to the second session of the chapter Recording of Transactions 2. I am Harshita, lecturer, Department of Commerce, Vidyashram PU College, Temple of Excellence, Mysore. My dear students, we were discussing about subsidiary books, and in our previous session we had learnt about purchases book. So what is purchases book? So it is a book where we are going to record all the credit purchase of goods. So here you have to remember, my dear students, you are going to record only credit purchase of goods. In today's session we shall continue with one more subsidiary book, that is purchase returns book. Now what is this purchase returns book? So this book is used to record the return of such goods as were purchased on credit basis. So we have purchased certain goods on credit basis, but we have returned that goods back. So that type of transactions will be recorded under purchase return goods or purchase returned books. So under purchase return books we are going to record all the credit purchase of goods and it has been returned. Now the book is also known as return outward book. Purchase returns book is also known as what? Return outward book. Now we shall see what is the format of purchase returns book. So here you are having date column, debit note number, whereas in purchase book it was inward invoice number, but in purchase return book it is debit note number. And next is name of the supplier, that is in the particulars column. Next is ledger folio amount. So here only difference is that, so instead of inward invoice number, so under purchase return book you will be having debit note number. So my dear students, remember this format. So what is the format of purchase return book? You will be having date column, debit note number. Next, under particular column, name of the supplier, ledger folio and amount column. Now we shall go through a problem so that you will understand how the problem will arise and how to solve the problem. So here we are going to prepare purchase returns book. Prepare a purchase returns book from the following transaction. So here they have given certain transaction and they are asking us to prepare purchase returns book. Now go through the transaction. 5th August 2019, return goods to Sunil Traders, how much? 1,500. So return goods is nothing but what? We have purchased and we are returning that goods. So that is return goods to whom? Sunil Traders. In the sense, we have purchased from Sunil Traders, now we are returning to him. That is how much? 1,500. Now how to record this transaction? So you know the format of purchase return book. So you will be having date column, debit note number, name of the supplier, ledger folio and amount. And the first transaction have taken place on 5th August 2019. So you will write the date of that particular transaction. And in the transaction they have not given debit note number, so leave it blank. Next is from whom, for whom we have returned goods, that is name of the supplier is who? That is Sunil Traders. So, we will write the name of supplier, that is name of the supplier, and your ledger column, ledger folio column is empty. What is the amount? 1,500. Now moving on to the next transaction, that is 10th August 2019, goods returned to Sushma Private Limited, how much? 2,200. So here date is how much? 10th August 2019. There is no debit note number, leave it blank. Goods returned to Sushma Private Limited. So name of the supplier is Sushma Private Limited. What is the amount? 2,200. So they have directly given. So I'll write the same in your purchase returns book. So name of the supplier is Sushma Private Limited, amount is 2,200. Now moving on to the next transaction, 17th August 2019, return outwards. So return outwards, as I told, purchase return book is also known as what? Return outward book. So it is one and the same. So return outwards to Netra Traders, how much? 220. So date is how much? 17th. Name of the supplier is Netra Traders and the amount is 220 and there is no debit note number. So let it be blank. So you'll write the date 17th, name of the supplier Netra Traders, ledger folio empty and the amount is 220. Moving on to the next transaction, that is 28th August 2019, goods returned to Navya Traders. Now name of the supplier is Navya Traders, date is 28th August 2019. How much? 7,000. But there is a trade discount. So what we are going to do with trade discount? So we have to less. So how to calculate? 7,000 into 10% trade discount. Now how to record this? So I'll write the date, that is 28th. Debit note number is empty. Name of the supplier is Navya Traders. But there is a discount, that is less trade discount. So I'll calculate upon 7,000. 7,000 into 10%, that is 7,000 minus 700. So we'll get 6,300. Moving on to the next transaction, that is 31st August 2019. Goods returned to Raghu Traders. So name of the supplier is Raghu Traders. What is the amount? 400. So how do we record? So we'll write the date, that is 31st. Debit note number is empty. Name of the supplier is Raghu Traders and the amount is 400. Now we are done with recording all the transactions. So here there is no need to write the note because we have recorded all the transactions. Now what you have to do? We have to total it. So total all the amount, that is 1,500 plus 2,200 plus 220 plus 6,300 plus 400. So you'll get 10,620. Clear? So this is how you are going to prepare purchase returns book. Only difference from purchase book to purchase returns book is that, so here instead of inward invoice number, purchase return book has debit note number and you have to write the name of the supplier and you have to write the amount as well as date. So these are same. Only difference is about this debit note number. Now we shall move on to one more transaction so that we will get a clear idea how to prepare purchase returns book. Now go through the problem. Enter the following transaction in the purchase returns book of Ganga Traders. So here they are asking us to prepare purchase returns book of Ganga Traders. Now go through the transaction. 12th July 2017, return goods to Shanti Traders. Now name of the supplier is what? That is, name of the supplier is Shanti Traders for rupees 3,000 and trade discount 10% and they have given debit note number 112. Now how to record? First we have to record the date. So what is the date? That is 12th July 2017. So 12 July 2017, debit note number. So they have given debit note number 112. So we'll record that debit note number. The name of the supplier. Now who is the supplier here? That is Shanti Traders. So we'll record Shanti Traders, how much they have given? 3,000, but there is trade discount. So we have to less that trade discount. So less trade discount 3,000 into 10% because they have given 10% trade discount. 3,000 into 10%, so we'll get 300. So 3,000 minus 300 will get 2,700. Clear? Yes. Now moving on to the next transaction. 16th July 2017, return goods to Jyoti Traders for rupees 15,000. Then debit note number is 131. Here there is no trade discount. So no need to worry. Now how to record? First we have to write the date, how much? 16, and debit note number is 131. Name of the supplier is Jyoti Traders. There is no trade discount. Directly write the amount. So the amount is how much? 15,000. Clear? Yes. Now moving on to the next transaction, that is 29th July 2017. Returned outward. Return outward is nothing but purchase return to Tara Traders. So name of the supplier is what? That is Tara Traders. How much rupees? 250, and they have given debit note number 116. So how to record? First we will write the date, that is 29. Debit note number is 116. Name of the supplier is Tara Traders. Here there is no trade discount, so we can directly write the amount, that is 250. Now we are done with recording all the transaction. Now we will total it. So we'll total, that is 2,700 plus 15,000 plus 250, we'll get 17,950. So here there is no transaction where we left those transactions. So no need to write the note. So we are done with our purchase returns book. So my dear students, here you have to remember. So here we are going to record those transactions which we have returned. We have purchased and we have returned it back. So those transactions will be recorded in a purchase returns book. My dear students, in today's session we learned how to prepare purchase returns book. In my next session I am going to continue with one more subsidiary book. See you all in my next session. Till then, take care. Thank you.